Welcome back, Holotable Heroes, to another episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boys. Scribble, we are once taking to the skies, facing off against the rebels. Let's get galactically challenged. Ladies and gentlemen of the wonderful tribe, I hope you are ready for the weekend. GAC attack phase will be happening later, but right now our main concern is whether or not we can beat these rebel fleets down into a pulp. That's what I'm here for. So let's check out the modifiers. Global modifiers, we've got Asteroid Belt. At the end of every other turn, all units are inflicted with damages over time. How annoying. We get the advanced targeting computers at the start of each support turn. Inflict target lock to a random enemy for 2 whole turns, and whenever a target locked enemy is attacked, there is a 50% chance to call an assist. Not too shabby. We have got modifiers beneficial to our first order fleet, which is the fleet I have absolutely no idea how to use. Isn't it marvelous, fantastic, it's brilliant, it's super. Essentially, whenever a first order ally gains a critical hit, they get protection up for 25 turns. Hunted enemies deal 50% less damage to first order allies, and if a first order ally defeats a hunted enemy, that ally recovers 100% health protection. That's actually really nice. So the enemy has got the odds, which we should probably, never tell them about. Whenever a rebel ally scores a critical hit during their turn, they have 100% chance to attack again. That's so annoying. This chance is reduced to 10% for bonus attacks beyond the first. Rebel allies cannot be counted. That's okay, I don't mind that. Okay, feats. We need to win with 5, not 3, 5's first order ships. We also need to complete without losing a unit, and we need to complete the battle after gaining taunt 3 times. Interesting. Now, I could jump in and try and do this with the first order. I mean, should we learn this together? We could try. I have a feeling it's going to go terribly because I have no idea what I'm doing with the first order fleet. But hey, let's take this moment as a learning experience and just figure out how bad my first order fleet is. We also need to taunt, so I'm just going to throw in Houndstooth because it's a ship that can taunt. I'm pretty certain, the first order doesn't have any kind of taunting tank, does it? They stealth with the echelon to create a pseudo-taunt environment, and we're going up against the profundity, which is going to dispel our stealth and mark our stealth units. So this seems like a perfectly reasonable matchup for us to have. And they went straight after the echelon. Marvelous. I like that the AoE was used and not the wiggle, and then he gets a bonus attack because that's just what he does. So we'll start off with a little bit of hunted action, so they take reduced damage and we do extra stuff to them, and stuff and things is good. We get the stun. Kylo Ren's silencer over there, absolutely destroying face. Now I believe what I want to do is, we could try and actually call the assist. Well, not call the assist. Gain the bonus to... Oh, we can't. It's profundity. I know how kits work, guys. You don't need to tell me how kits work. I know that profundity prevents all kinds of turn meter generation. I know that, damn it. I just didn't remember that I knew that. And that's okay. We're getting absolutely shreked here. So let's call in Houndstooth. Funnily enough, I have a feeling that the dots are going to be doing most of the work here, and we just have to try and survive. The good thing about the Houndstooth, of course, is that it cleanses itself on a basic, which means we don't have to worry about those dots, but we do have to worry about being alive in general. So turns out, first order is a trash fleet, don't use it. Pro tips from your boy Scribble, what can I say? Alright, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to say, fudge that, and we're going to get the Executor out. Yep, that's right, the Executor, and I'm going to throw in Houndstooth. Now, we need to get 5 ships for the First Order faction, and we've got 4 on the bench and 1 over here. So I'm going to use the Xanadu Blood, and then the rest is just going to be any First Order units that I have. These ones, yeah, they're the best ones. They're the best ones. When in doubt, hashtag wing it. That's what we're doing today. We're going to embrace our inner improvisational. I can English before I've had a cup of coffee on a Friday morning. Don't judge. Don't judge. All right. So I went with Executor because, it's a good capital ship and stuff. I swear I did have a silencer, but I'm not sure what happened to it. So let's go ahead and do a little mass assist over here, get some damage going. Yep, we're going to go ahead and call in over here and get some damage going. Oh, double tap. Got a nice little bonus attack because we were attacking a person with target lock. Isn't that wonderful? Now, the problem is this isn't going to get us the thing where we need to win without actually losing units, which is a big sag, but we'll get round to that afterwards. All right, we got rid of a ship. That's usually a good thing. It's a good sign when you get rid of something. They're going to apparently take infinite turns, and that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I'm going to call in Kylo Ren's Shootle. I'm doing this because it will cause some form of disruption to the enemy team. I can't target that and do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what these ships do. Target ally, that's basic. Basic is all you ever really need in these situations, let's be honest. No, don't attack that. I need you to attack my Houndstooth. He's supposed to be the one that's taunting and stuff. Dang nabbit. I swear this was meant to go better than this. Let's go over here and get rid of your buffs. Ha ha! They might die to dots. Maybe if I'm lucky. No, we're so dead. Die to dots. We did it! There was never a doubt in my mind that we weren't going to succeed with that fleet. That gets us the 5 First Order ships done and dusted. Now we can actually go in with something that's moderately useful. So we're going in with a standard executive fleet, and I've thrown in an additional reinforcement of Plo Koon, Phantom, and Millennium Falcon. We'll see if we use them. All I really want to do out the gate is try to get a kill on the enemy team. Namely, I want to get rid of this rather irritating Rebel Y-Wing so he can't shield disruption my team, because, you know, they are going to cleanse off all my buffs, they are going to land that shield disruption, and that's never a nice thing. So all we need is a little bit of positive RNG where we get some additional attacks out of our Xanadu Blood, and then we can just focus away like we like to. Now, we can't gain bonus turn meter on our Houndstooth against the Profundity because, you know, there is no such thing as bonus turn meter against Profundity teams. That just doesn't happen. So we have to just try and hope. We have to try and hope. Now, the only thing that this does... Oh my days, they do so much damage. The only problem that we do have is that... They are going to constantly be counterattacking, constantly assisting, sorry, not counterattacking, which is going to stop our ability to, you know, actually stay alive, which is a real concern. A real concern. Now, Plo also has another useful ability where he can force a taunt, but obviously we're just going to kill this before they actually get to that point. So there we go. We did that. We got it with no losses, which is fantabulous. And we actually gained the taunt 5 times. I'm not sure how that happened. I swear I did not taunt 5 times. I think it's bugged. It's bugged, guys. I definitely didn't taunt 5 times, did I? Maybe it was because the Millennium Falcon was dispelling the taunts on my Houndstooth whilst Breach was up, so it was constantly regaining. I don't even know. I don't even know. Alright, if you do happen to have the Leviathan, you can actually use a starting lineup for the Leviathan that includes all Sith ships with First Order on the bench. The TIE Dagger is not only a Sith ship, he is also a First Order, so you should be able to get the feats done with this particular fleet with no real issues, which is fantastic. I love it. So, using TIE Dagger, using Fury Class Interceptor, and this B-28 Marauders bomber ship, will be our starting lineup, and we're just going to see how we get on. Now, we should be able to isolate the enemy team. Oh, that's perfect. That is really good. If the Millennium Falcon doesn't use his wiggle at the start, you can actually isolate that ship. Isolating that ship should prevent it from, you know, gaining any buffs, but also can't attack or gain positive effects. Can't attack out of turn. The Millennium Falcon is basically completely hampered. So just keep restarting until the Millennium Falcon doesn't use his wiggle at the start, just so you can really take advantage of isolate on him. That'll make him a lot less of a threat in general, and you can just focus on getting rid of the other team. We also happen to have a rather wonderful ability to pre-taunt and gain taunts every time our Sith allies are crit. So we should be able to get that taunt feat done as well, which I still think is actually a little bit bugged. I believe it's a little bit bugged. So I'm going to call in the shuttle over here, just because I believe that the shuttle will be very useful to us. We still want to try and maintain no losses, so I think we've actually triggered the sacrifice, sorry, from Fury Class Interceptor. There we go, that ship should be done. Good night. And then let's just focus on that Millennium Falcon, because he is a little bit frustrating. Absolutely. Let's get some crit hit immunity going as well. Beautiful. Buff immunity. Wow, that damage output is insane. It's insane in the membrane. And there we go. He's gone. So we didn't lose any ships. We've used 5 capital ships, 5 first order fleets. We may not have gotten the taunts, but that pretty much gives you every feat done. And I think that's going to about do it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boy Scribble. Hopefully it was useful to some of you. Hopefully you don't have to go bald like me. Make sure that you do like and subscribe, and a great big shout out to my wonderful patrons. Thank you so much for your continued support. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.